Kids Today. Now, do you like to listen to stories? Well, if you said yes, I'm sure you've heard stories that have treasures in them. What is treasure? Treasure is a lot of money or gold or jewelry, and usually it's in a treasure chest. Chest is this wooden box that you can usually put this gold into. Now, how would one find treasure? How can you find it? How do you know where it is? Well, before you find the treasure chest, you have to find something that's called a treasure map, which is basically a map with a little X on it. And the X means that's the place where you can find the treasure. And it's really fun to try to find the treasure. Now, it may sound like a game, but is it actually real? Are there real treasures out there that you can find? Actually, yes. And once the treasure came from a ship that was in 1857, this big ship was carrying a lot of stuff. This big ship, I'm going to show you a picture, the real picture of this ship. I'm going to do it here on the right so you can see what it actually looked like, not just a picture. There you go. It was called SS Central America. Okay, Central America. So you can kind of guess where it was going. I'm going to draw a map here. Now, if you know anything about geography, maybe you will recognize that this is North America, and of course, don't forget South America. So there's North America and South America. So where was this SS Central America going? Well, it was going from in between those, but actually from Panama. Panama is in between North and South America, and it was going to New York City. Here is Panama, and there's New York. And it didn't actually go all the way to the right, it's just the little arrow that looks like that. Why was it so important? Well, it was actually carrying gold, and not just a little bit of gold, it was carrying a lot of gold. To be exact, about 21 tons of gold. Now that's 21,000 kilos of gold. That's a lot of gold, a lot of value. Unfortunately, something happened. There was a big storm. And there was a big storm with rain and wind and big waves. And there were a lot of waves, and the ship was floating. It was on top of the water, right? It was floating, and it was fighting really hard, but actually, eventually, it went down to the bottom. A lot of people died, unfortunately. So it sunk, right? To sink means to go down in water. So it sunk. And for 150 years, nobody looked at it until the 80s and 90s. And by that, I mean from year 1980 to 1989, and 90s means 1990 to 1999. In those years, there were quite a few marine experts that decided to go and find this ship all the way down in the ocean, and a lot of them did. The first one was in 1988, and they took out a lot of money, and some estimates say they took out around, well, what is worth 40 to 50 million US dollars. So that's a lot of money, a lot of big bags of money. So it's totally worth for those marine experts to go down. But unfortunately, they were stopped. And that was not until recently, in mid-April this year, so last month, that another expedition decided to go down and check out if there's any gold left. They were called Odyssey Marine Exploration, and decided to go for a dive and try to see if there's any gold left, if there's any treasure. And they did. They found that most of it is actually still down there, and they took a little bit with them just to prove that yes, indeed, there's a lot of gold left there. It's about 1.3 million US dollars that they took out, but there's even more left. So there are treasures in this world. All right. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to check us out at www.hellokidstoday.com. Check out our other videos as well, and I'll see you soon. Bye, and take care.